Welcome to Learning Equinox. In our video on financial literacy series today, we shall touch upon the stock market. So far, we've discussed about investments in mutual funds as well as various other investments that we can do in gold and gold related instruments. Another tool to make your money work as hard as you do in investments is in the stock market. But remember the thumb rule of finance: high risk, high return. There are multiple options you will see, like a savings account, FD, debt fund, real estate, gold, mutual fund. So, amongst all of this, mutual funds and shares and stocks are the two instruments which give you around 15 to 18% of the returns. Mutual fund will give you around 13 to 15, and shares and stocks will definitely give you 15% plus returns. Now, even though stock markets are said to yield high returns as compared to the different other investment modes, it's important to equip yourself with adequate knowledge before jumping into this ocean. In our video today, we are going to touch upon only the basics of the stock market. It's important for any beginner to understand certain key aspects for making the choice amongst the different listed shares. Our video is going to today talk only about certain basic things that as a beginner you need to know before entering the stock market. For the sake of simplicity, we have divided this video into three parts. Firstly, we need to understand the difference between an investor and a trader. Secondly, we shall understand that if we are going in as an investor, what are the key points you need to keep in mind while investing in stocks? And thirdly, how do you go about doing this investment or trading in stocks? So let's get started. The first and foremost, understand the difference between an investor and a trader. It's important to know this key difference before you start your journey in the stock market. Now, many people begin thinking that they are investing in stocks, but actually they'll end up trading. So, be clear of what you want from the stock market. For example, I'll make it a little more simple. If you want to make Maggi, it takes 2 minutes, but you cannot keep it for 2 days and eat it. However, if you want to make pickle, it takes few months to mature and only then the taste is good. Further, with age, it even tastes much better. Understand this difference. There's a difference between a trader and an investor. A trader is someone who plays short term. It could be a few minutes, a day, few days, few weeks. So anything that is for a very short period of time would be done by a trader. A trader has nothing to do with the company fundamentals. He only looks for the stock price, the current happenings in that sector, the geopolitical conditions in the country affecting the stock price, and makes his choice of buying or selling. An investor, on the other hand, looks into fundamentals of the company and stays invested long term. He believes in the company's value creation and knows that it will do well. However, many investors fail if they get psychologically affected by the stock price changes due to certain situations or geopolitical conditions or for any other reason. Now, it's important not to panic here and stay invested if you really feel the stock is really good. If you want to be a trader, you need to study technical analysis, movement of graphs, and all of that. But if you want to be an investor, you need to study fundamentals. How to read financial statements, understand the CAGR, that's the compounded annual growth rate, and so on. If you just want to enjoy the thrills of the market and make short-term cash, then you can be a trader. But if you're interested in creating long-term value for your money and building upon it, then you need to look at the stock market from an investor's viewpoint. This brings us to the second point of this video, keeping in mind the fact that we are looking at investing in stocks. Investing and not trading, because our videos on financial literacy, even in our entire series, we've always been focusing on growth which is long term and which will help you generate revenue even when you retire. So before investing, you need to look into certain key aspects. Today we'll talk about 5 key important aspects which are important for investing and will yield returns long term, especially for beginners. It's important to know these 5 key points. First and foremost, focus on asset creation and not money making. If you focus on how to create a long term asset, then money will automatically come in place. While choosing your stocks, ensure they are long term. These stocks in future will also give good dividend. Time plays a very significant role in the stock market. So you need to be patient and hold on to the good stocks that will yield return. And once they start, they will continuously keep growing. Here, you need to focus on growth of the asset and not short-term revenue. The next important point is avoid penny stocks. Penny stocks are stocks that are available at a very small price and they do not have any basis of value creation. They move only on the basis of market volatility and are short term. They are not good for any investor to make good capital. The third significant point is relate shares with everyday life. Now you'll tell me I've been talking about asset creation and value creation. So which are these stocks that I need to choose? So it's very simple. Start relating shares with everyday life. Pick up the market leaders from them. These would be stocks of goods and services which you use in your daily life. See sector wise. Analyze what you use daily. For example, if you have to go to buy grocery, you will choose amongst products which are by Nestle, HUL and Marico. That means these are market leaders. If you want to go for a car, a common man in the automobile sector would definitely go for Maruti. So again, Maruti is a market leader. For travel, you book tickets in IRCTC. So obviously IRCTC is good. So in this way, you can pick up blue chip shares in each sector by looking around your daily necessities. The next is looking for value and earnings and not just share prices. See what is the value of the company. All blue chip companies in a period of 4 to 5 years, they grow to a level that they will never give you negative returns. Identify those companies. This can be done by understanding the CAGR. For example, if I talk about stocks like HDFC Bank and Kotak Bank, they have ongoingly been showing a CAGR of 20%, which is a relatively good number, and thus they are considered as high return yielding stocks. And thus they are blue chip stocks. So investments in such stocks cannot be looked upon just by market volatility or movements. They may fluctuate a little high or a low, but they are long term and you need to measure them basis its values and earnings. The fifth important point is go by fundamentals. Do not chase returns alone. Study companies' business, look into the financial statements, see the revenue generation, dividend payout, bonuses history, management decisions, and understand how the overall company is performing. Fundamental analysis can help you understand key management decisions and which will help you know how your money is being utilized to give you returns. Now coming to the third and the last point is how to invest. For this, you need 3 things: a savings bank account, a trading platform, and a demat account. A savings bank account is where your funds will be parked in order to buy or sell shares. A trading platform is generally provided by a broker, which could be online or offline. Nowadays, there are so many online trading platforms, you can choose any one of them. These online trading platforms help you to buy and sell shares online. And the third and the most important one is the demat account. Now this account is where your shares are held in electronic form with exchange houses like NSDL and CDSL. This again is generally provided by the broker who provides you the trading platform. Once your trading and demat account, savings bank account, all of you have, but once your trading and demat account is opened, you can do either trading or investing directly. So basically you can buy and sell shares once you have a trading and a demat account. Make your choice wisely in the share market basis your risk appetite. There are no get quick rich schemes in life. Study the company fundamentals before investing. it's important for, as a beginner, it is important for us to understand fundamentals, understand the stock movements, and try to invest in blue chip companies which actually will give you greater returns in long term. Understand that time is a very significant factor in the stock market. It's important for us to spend a good amount of time for the stock to actually grow and yield good results in dividend terms as well as in value terms. This brings us to the end of our video today. If you liked it, do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you have not yet done so. Further, stock markets require an in-depth understanding. Today we have just touched upon the basic for beginners to understand the basic overview of the stock market. We are coming up with different courses on the same, and we shall keep you informed on the latest at Learning Equinox. So don't miss any updates coming soon. Subscribe to our channel for this. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.